The Chiefs defense had the worst game of their season in the biggest game possible to keep the season alive. They had a stinker. They had chances for interceptions as well, and they didn't make them. And the Cowboys offense, fair play to them. Here we go. Another lackluster defensive performance on Thanksgiving. Overarching thoughts of the game. The Chiefs didn't play well enough, to be perfectly honest with you. Coming out the gate, played really well. Opening drive touchdown. And, opening drive on defense was great. Got the pick and thought, this is the sort of game that we want to see. We want to, create some turnovers, want to get ahead on the board. Didn't matter. We were up 7-0. Nice Rashee Rice rushing touchdown. So first two possessions, touchdowns, up 14-7. And then things just started going wrong. The Chiefs didn't score it through the second or the third quarter, which was super just infuriating, to be honest with you, especially with some of those punts, which were just like, you're in plus territory. You got to go for it. Like, the Cowboys are going to go for it. They were aggressive all night. And it ended up costing the Chiefs, really. So then, you're up 14-7. And then next thing you know, you're down 20-14 because they're going a 13-0 run. CeeDee Lamb was cooking Trent McDuffie all day, every day. So that was super frustrating. The pass rush couldn't get any pressure on Dak. He was out there slinging it. He was playing well. They were converting. I mean, the Cowboys were 9 for 16 on third down. And the Chiefs were 5 for 13 against the worst third down defense in the league. Like, how? It's just not good enough, to be perfectly honest with you. It just is not good enough from the Chiefs whatsoever. They gave themselves a fighting chance. Mahomes gutted it out in this game. 4 total touchdowns, nearly 250 yards, including an incredible throw to Xavier Worthy. He tried to put this team on his back to will them to a win towards the end of this game. He was flat in parts of the first half. He missed Rashee Rice on a wide open, just too hot on the throw. He's clearly does not trust. He feels like he's turning back into 2024 Patrick Mahomes, where he doesn't trust the offensive line. He gets happy feet, and then he misses receivers. And, that didn't help with 3 starting offensive linemen going out in this game, particularly Josh Simmons, the left tackle. He was getting beaten up early, but for him to go out with a dislocated wrist, it looks like he was in a sling on the way out. That doesn't look good. That could be season ending. Juwan Taylor then comes out as well, and you're already without Trey Smith to start this game. So you got backup tackles in, and Mahomes reverted to what he was last year for the first parts of this game. But fair play to the Chiefs. They did fight back in this game. Beautiful touchdown. 2 touchdowns on fourth down for the Chiefs, which was massive, both on fourth and goal. But Rashee Rice gets the touchdown, puts us up 21-20. But any Chiefs fan out there, tell me, because I didn't feel like it was 21-20. I didn't feel like we were leading at that part of the game. I thought the Cowboys were owning us, to be honest. And then just like that, Cowboys go down the field. They score a touchdown. I think that was on third down to Williams. Fair play to Dak. Great throw on the run from him. So now you're down 28-21. You get the ball back, and you don't do anything. The Cowboys go back down the field, and you have 2 chances to get the ball. On the first chance, Mike Edwards has got to make the catch. Got to make that interception. Got to negate those points, right? You got to do it. You have to do it. And then on the second play, George Pickens fumbles. Fair play to Kevontae Turpin for being there. But, man, Leo Chenal or Drew Tranquil, just jump on that ball and we get the ball back and you don't give up 3 points and it's not 31-21. It's 28-21. You get the ball back and you go down. Anyway, at that point, Brandon Aubrey kicks the field goal, 31-21, and it looks like, it's too late. The Chiefs are down 10 late in the fourth quarter. Then we get some Mahomes just mystic, magical play. I don't know how he gets out of 2 sacks, scrambling, heaves it downfield to Xavier Worthy with a catch. Incredible play from Mahomes. I have no idea how he did it. That was insane. And then, the Chiefs get down the field. Rice was really good in this game, but he did have one crucial drop. The Chiefs, both times where they're in plus territory, the play calling wasn't great. They were running out of the shotgun. That wasn't working. The second half, the run game just wasn't working at all. Rashee Rice has to catch the ball. Travis Kelce has to catch the ball. Travis Kelce is one of your most seasoned players, right? He's been in this situation so many times, in these pressure situations, always come up with it. But he drops it. Rashee Rice drops it inexplicably. The Chiefs have to punt away. And then fair play to Mahomes again for continuing in this game, because 31-21, they could have laid down. They didn't. They went down the field. Incredible, as I say, incredible play to Xavier Worthy. And then a touchdown, toe tap for Hollywood Brown. That was amazing. Makes it 31-28 with the extra point. But then they just never see the ball again. And, you can make all the excuses you want about the refs and stuff like that. The refs didn't lose this game for the Chiefs. The ill discipline and the lack of offensive stability in this game, especially in the second and third quarter, only to turn on in the fourth quarter, is what cost the Chiefs in this game. Yeah, the penalties were bad. 10 for 119 or something like that. It wasn't great. But, you can give part of that towards the offensive line and the struggles there. But George Pickens in this game, he was doing nothing through 3 quarters. He had 22 yards and then he just went off in the fourth quarter again against Trent McDuffie. McDuffie had the worst game of his career, and the Chiefs defense had the worst game of their season in the biggest game possible to keep the season alive. They had a stinker. They did. After that first drive, they couldn't do anything. They really couldn't do anything. They had chances for interceptions as well, and they didn't make them. And the Cowboys' offense, fair play to them. Brian Schottenheimer called an incredible game. He called a very, very aggressive game. Very, very impressive as well. So fair play to Dak. Fair play to CeeDee Lamb. 7 receptions, 112 yards, touchdown. George Pickens, he got that important 2-point conversion for them as well. But this is, again, the Chiefs' missed opportunities. Why are you going 3 and out twice in the second half when your season is on the line? Like, you need to get some offensive stability. They're going to need a lot of help to get into the playoffs. They're going to have to win out, and then they're going to have to hope that both the Jags and the Chargers collapse. And I just don't know if that's going to happen. So I don't know if this team, the way that it's constructed right now, is going to make it to the playoffs. I have my doubts. I really do. They just need to play more, consistent. Mahomes said it himself after the game. We need to play consistent. I can't just be playing well at the end of these games in the fourth quarter. I've got to play consistent throughout. And he's right, because there was times in this game where he was the problem. It's a disappointing loss on Thanksgiving. Hopefully, we got a bit of somewhat of a bye week now, 10 days until we play the Texans. But you're talking about that defensive line. That could eat the Chiefs offensive line alive. So that's not a given that you win that game, because Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. coming after Patrick Mahomes. So it's going to be a tough one. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Chiefs versus Cowboys game on Thanksgiving. Follow me at Crafty Sports 15 on here on YouTube, and follow me at Crafty Sports on both Instagram and TikTok and X as well. Let me know your thoughts, and I will speak to you later.